Hi, everyone. My name is Ailish McDermott, and I am the Director of Instructional Innovation at the Writing Revolution. I am absolutely thrilled to be here with all of you today, virtually, and to dive into our newest innovative and practical tools that will help educators across the state, across the country, and across the world bring the Hoffman Method into their classrooms. Let's take a look at what Judy can do. Now, there are two ways to access our AI coach and worksheet generator. You can access Judy through the button on the top of the navigation bar, AI Activity Generator. And when you start a new chat, Judy will greet you with a welcome message where she'll look to collect some key information about you and your students, such as what grade are you teaching? What subject? What topic are your students learning about in the classroom? And what TWR writing strategy would you like to focus on? Now, if you're not sure what TWR strategy you want to focus on, no worries. You can just ask Judy, and she can provide you with some recommendations based on your grade level and the content that your students are studying. So let's imagine I'm a fourth grade teacher and my students are reading The Lightning Thief. And tomorrow we're really focusing on chapter 9. Well, I could just type that information into the chat. So on the right, this is where the preview of your activity will appear. Something important to note is that what you see here on the right is just a preview. This gives you a chance to make sure that the content looks good. The worksheet that you are intending to create, it looks good, and you'll eventually create your final TWR formatted worksheet by clicking the Open with Google button at the top. So you can see here we have our subordinating conjunction worksheet activity. All right, the student version looks good. I'm looking at the teacher worksheet, the answers. And if I want to see what this looks like with the final formatting, I can just open with Google. Here we have our student-facing activity. So here you can see that subordinating conjunction activity where students are completing stems that start with a subordinating conjunction. This is a very sophisticated written language structure, and in order for students to complete this activity, they need to have knowledge of the content. Although Percy wanted to trust his friends, while the demigods traveled across the country, etc., they would complete those sentences. Now you can make the final tweaks if you would like on Google Slides. So let's imagine you want to provide your students with 3 stems instead of 4. You could simply delete the last stem or not. In addition, these slides are designed to be displayed on a board where maybe you have an interactive marker and you can complete the activity together as a class. Or you can print the activity and have your students complete the activity hand to paper. So as you can see, it prints out like a regular worksheet. Now, if you click Teacher Worksheet, you will find the anticipated response. You'll find that answer key. Now, let's imagine I look at this activity and I think to myself, this activity is great, but it really is focusing on the exact content I want my students to hone in on in chapter 9. It's about chapter 9, but I really want to pull in my objective. So I can type that in. So here I'm being more specific. I'm typing in my content objective. I could paste my content objective. I could even use the microphone to just tell Judy my objective. So now let's take a look at this activity and let's see if this particular subordinating conjunction activity focuses more so on character development, which is what my objective was really getting at. So here we have, although Percy felt uncertain about the quest, he demonstrated bravery by continuing forward with his friends. When Percy faced challenges during his journey, he showed resourcefulness and quick thinking to overcome them. Even though Percy missed his mother, he remained focused on completing his mission to save her. So this definitely hits my content objective better than just telling Judy I'm focusing on chapter 9. So if I like this activity, I can open it with Google and get that final student-facing worksheet and anticipated response. And then once I do that, I can also share this activity with my colleagues. So if I know the other fourth grade teacher across the hall needs an activity for tomorrow, I can share that activity with her. And thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the best in this upcoming school year,